I would say that. It's just really just a meh level overall.
You know, I would have liked the volcano level if it wasn't for the fact that Knuckles' gameplay is fucking horrible.
Yeah. For some reason, they couldn't really make Knuckles work properly. In regards to that, number one, his attacks. I don't know how you're supposed to land these. He doesn't lock on to any enemies, and whenever he attacks, he like dashes forward, then jumps up. Like, I don't understand his attack pattern at all. Then, if you climb on a wall as Knuckles, occasionally, and by occasionally I mean a fucking lot, Knuckles will get stuck to this wall. It doesn't happen as bad here as it does in another area of the game, but it happens, and it's a really inexcusable glitch. I don't understand why this happens. I don't understand why they wouldn't fix something so obvious. When you climb a wall, you get stuck. Maybe that's something we should fix. You think? Maybe, just a little bit? But no, that's not fixed. Why would you want to fix something like that? That would just make too much sense, I guess. So, about 3/4 of the way through, the level changes to a different area, where Sonic decides, I gotta jump in this volcano. I don't know why jumping into an active volcano seems like a good idea, but okay. And when you get to the bottom, I mean, you find the most irritating boss in the whole game. By irritating, I mean boring. Okay, this is where you fight Bliss in a very weird, like, larval state. Like, in the other two fights, he's like a giant monster, but here he's just like a fish. It's strange. But anyway, most of this fight is literally waiting for him to fucking do something. The attacks don't come frequently enough for you to be actively dodging, and basically you're just standing around, waiting for this fucker to do his little happy dance so stalactites fall from the ceiling. And don't ask me why he's building a path for you, by the way. And then, I guess he's lured by shiny objects, so he dashes forward towards you whenever he sees one of these fucking glowing things, and you hit him in the face. It is one of the stupidest boss fights I've ever played in any game ever! Like, what the hell? What kind of fight is this? What? I wait, and then, you know, once I get a chance, I make something glow and watch the boss come over like a retard. What kind of fucking fight is this? It's dumb! So after that, you know, they get the Chaos Emeralds, and they both do Chaos Control next to each other, except not to teleport, but to open a space-time rift, which I don't understand how that works. And then you jump through, and by the way, I'm going to mention this a lot, but I don't understand how they could just open a random rift and expect it to land where they want it to. Like, once they get inside, like, how do they select what time period they're going to, and how do they know how it works? I don't understand, like...
They went to debug mode.
Did you seriously just make that joke?
Yeah.
God damn it, Nick. Once they get back, Sonic basically figures out that Elise is on a train being transported by Dr. Robotnik, and, by the way, don't know why he's doing that when he has a floating battleship, but okay. He wants to use a train. And you get to play the Radical Train stage.
Fun! Radical Train pissed me off. This is by far the worst Sonic stage in the whole franchise. Period. This level sucked. The first part wasn't too bad, admittedly. But then we get to the Mach Speed stage. You will die a lot in the Mach Speed stages because of sheer unfair fake difficulty. One fucking jumping part where if you don't hit those little speed ramps, you will fall through the stage and die. If you don't hit these fucking things and you don't know that it's coming, they're right there. There's spaces between them. Don't know what the fuck's going on. If you don't hit one of them, you're dead. And chances are, this whole level is just trial and error. And if there's like these little these other trains that are coming by, and if you hit those, you'll die too. And there's like fucking bottomless pits in this level. And then there's the exploding train, and if you're too close to it, you'll get hit. And I fucking hate Radical Train. I hate this fucking level.
So once you get past that, Sonic rescues the princess again. And then he fights the Egg Genesis. Which is a pretty lame boss fight, because it's really dumb. The whole time, basically, you're running around with this giant thing, which admittedly is a really nicely designed boss. There's a lot of detail in how he's designed. I really like that, but the problem is that the boss fight fucking sucks. Basically, the whole thing is you run around this thing, and then occasionally enemies will conveniently spawn where you can jump up and land on top of them. Then you do your fucking bounce on top of his head. Oh, you bought that at some point, by the way. And then you do that and repeat it over and over and over again. It's a really dumb fight.
Eggman, we need to talk, because why do you insist on putting the weak points in the most obvious places?
I don't even know why the thing kept poking its head up. There's no reason for it to. It can just shoot missiles constantly. Why show me your weak point at all? Why would you do that? So, the next level is this fucking jungle level, and motherfucker, what the hell is with these vines? I hate these stupid rose vines. You have to press jump at the right timing when the flower flashes. Don't ask me why the flower is glowing. In order to jump properly. If you don't do it right, you're screwed, because then you'll fall. And most of the time, in this stage, conveniently, if you mess this up, you will fall and die. There's no retries. So then you're treated to another really strange cutscene, where it's all romantic and shit. Don't know why they were doing this. I don't, like, it just feels like such a rush romance. I'm not even gonna complain about the bestiality thing. I'm gonna complain that the romance in itself sucks. And that's what it is. Okay, this next part, I swear I'm not making it up. You have to trust me on this. Okay, what happens is, they get out of the jungle, and Sonic decides, oh, I'm going to lead them away, and you run off by yourself. So she does, and she goes back to the city, and she actually gets there in the palace. Then Eggman shows up, and basically does what he should have been doing the whole time. He flies in with his giant fucking battlecruiser, and basically says, I will blow the fuck out of everything if you don't come with me. Elise, being a, proper princess, decides she has to, go for the sake of her people, so she does.
Fuck the people.
And then we're treated to, I guess, one of her advisors talking to Tails, begging Tails to rescue her. And I guess Sonic... What?
What the fuck is Tails gonna do? Guy can't even throw fucking dummy ring bombs properly. You expect him to go full assault on this fucking giant battle cruiser. Fuck you.
So she begs him to go help Elise, which of course he agrees to, because he's Tails. Don't ask me what Sonic's busy fucking doing. I don't know how long it takes to lead robots away, because there was enough goddamn time for Elise to get all the way back to the city, and then into her palace safely, and then Eggman to show up with a battlecruiser, so I don't know why Sonic's taking his sweet goddamn time. But it doesn't matter, because you know what happens? Tails decides to chase the frickin' egg carrier on foot. Not that he should have a plane at some point, but I think we've gone there already. And he does it, and for some reason Eggman takes the same route, and you get to play through fucking Wave Ocean for the second time. Again, there is literally no difference between the Wave Ocean you played earlier and this one. You are playing the same level again. Now, answer is, why on earth would you rehash the same fucking level in the same damn storyline? Like, this game is separated into 4 parts, technically. 3 main ones and 1 last one. Why would you rehash a level in the same fucking subplot?
I don't know, why does Tails die when you hit water?
That's not true. That's the other thing. None of the other characters seem to be able to fall in water and live. I thought Sonic was the only one with that whole I can't swim thing. It makes sense with him. Tails could totally swim in Sonic 3.
Oh, and it's not like you fall into the ocean and you die. No, if you put your pinky toe into the fucking water, you're gonna die.
So you do that again, and then Tails ends up back in town. Because I guess the egg carrier flew back over. Like, how is this chasing this battleship? How do you chase something? And I'm like, well, I guess I gotta catch it. I'll go back to town. Then there's Sonic there. He decides, he's got to go after him. So he does. He chases after the egg carrier. You gotta get to this area that the egg carrier went. To do that, it's like a holy ground. I guess you have to do these 3 fucking trials to get up here. Now, for one, I should mention that these 3 trials are conducted by, the priest of Soliana, I guess. Now, you're going there to rescue their fucking princess. You think that maybe since I'm going out of my fucking way to rescue their fucking princess, that maybe they'd give me a fucking free pass on these fucking trials, but no. I gotta go through this religious bullcrap where I gotta do these 3 fucking trials to make sure I'm worthy of stepping on the fucking holy ground. You know what? Rescue your own fucking princess!
These are quite possibly the worst trials anyone has ever set up. The first one, the Trial of Intelligence, is just a guessing game. Guess which portal leads you to the next.
Fun!
And then the next one is the Trial of Courage. Kill all the enemies on screen without getting hit once. Okay. That's not being courageous. That should be called Trial of Brute Force, or Trial of Why did nobody give me a fucking ring, or how come there's no rings floating around in this fucking area.
I think Sonic's already kind of demonstrated his courage by the fact he's rescued the princess twice. In the first part, jumping in the way of all those robots and single-handedly defeating them all, and, avoiding homing missiles, but that's not important. What is important is getting through this area, without getting hit once. Which, by the way, is way more difficult than it sounds, because towards the end they start throwing enemies with fucking homing lasers, which is horse shit, because if you try to attack them immediately, you will get hit. You have to wait for them to attack, dodge, and then attack them.
How does a laser bend?
How does a laser bend?
Please tell me in the comments. I would love to know.
The last one's the Trial of Love, and this is the most irritating one of all. Not because it's hard at all, but because I knew going in, when I realized what this was, that this wasn't going to change fucking anything. The whole point is that you get to pick your true love. You either choose Elise, or you choose Amy. I'm pretty sure basically everyone who played the game chose Amy if they were being serious, and chose Elise just to fuck with people. This affects nothing. At the end, the guy says, "Oh, your level will support you in the final battle." No. No, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't matter who you select. By the way, how the fuck are you picking Elise and she's actually standing there when she's totally kidnapped right now? What the hell?
Now you're deemed worthy to go on the holy ground. The eagle will take you up to the tower, and... Tails, why the fuck are you here? The fuck, man? You could have flew me up here.
That motherfucker's been standing here this whole fucking time. What? You couldn't give me a lift?
Why couldn't he do the fucking trials?
So we're on the next level now. And this level is honestly, arguably one of the better ones in the game. As a level. It's interestingly designed. It's an okay level for Sonic. It works for the most part.
Because I thought I was playing Sonic's story. I don't know why I'm randomly switching over to Silver.
Yeah, about that. Oh yeah, Silver decides he's gonna help you now instead of trying to fucking murder you.
Okay.
So now you're playing as Silver, randomly. You get a taste of Silver's gameplay in this story, and more on that later. So this level is, there's really nothing to say about it. It's not bad, it's not that good though, well, much like most of the game. Yeah, there's really not much to say, other than the mock stage, which I wasn't really paranoid because I had like no lives when I did this stage. I got through it fair enough, but it's one of the harder ones. And you know that jumping problem that I mentioned earlier? Yeah, it affects you here too. It affects you everywhere, and it just gets worse and worse and worse because this one especially, there's twists and turns. If you jump at the wrong time, you're hurtling off the edge and dying horribly.
It also doesn't help that when you're running against the walls, that the controls will kind of be reversed on you.
So at the end, they see the egg carrier crashing. Why it's doing that, I don't know. And Sonic's like, no, leave. And Silver's like, oh, there's still a way to change this. Yeah, you can go back to an earlier point in time. Oh, right. I should mention something about earlier. Back when they were in the future. I know, Back to the Future, shut up. Anyway, back when they were 200 years in the future, in that part, they saw a point where Tails checks a computer and looks up something for no reason, and realizes that that the princess died when the egg carrier crashed. And Sonic's like, if we don't hurry, at least we'll die.
You look just like Shadow.
What do you mean, hurry? This is a time travel plot. Go back to the day before Eggman attacked in the first place, dude! Like, what do you mean? You don't have to hurry! You can take your sweet-ass time! You can go back to any point! Any point you fucking want! Why do you have to hurry? The time doesn't keep going on when you're gone. You can go back, you could leave, and then come back 1 second after you left. And the time frame would still be intact. Like what do you mean hurry? So Silver basically tells Sonic something really obvious, and Sonic's like, oh, I should do that. So they both use Chaos Control. Yeah, Silver can somehow do it too, don't ask me about that. And then Sonic jumps through and says, you know, he doesn't need Silver's help, and yeah, and Sonic shows up here, and then you get to
Hold on. I gotta talk about something before we continue on with the final level in Sonic's story. I want to talk about this guy. Sonic Man.
Dude, I think there are more...
What the fuck is wrong with this guy? This guy...
Nick, I really think
No, we're going to talk about this guy.
He's just a side mission,
I don't give a shit, okay? This guy has the glorious balls to say that not only he's Sonic, but he challenges Sonic to a foot race. Are you fucking kidding me? This is the worst side mission ever in any game. This is the worst side character. He is the reason this game sucks.
No! That is...
Okay, shut up, alright? This guy with the fucking pre-order hat with some colors...
I really think there's a lot more things we should be mentioning over Sonic Man.
No! Alright, no, I'm not gonna let this glorified furry get away. Okay? Sonic Man sucks.
You done?
I'm done.
So you go back. So you go back to the past. And then you have to ring bells for some reason to open the gate to the last level. By the way, before we move on, I just want to talk about the shop. The shop is where you buy all your equipment. You buy the Lightspeed Dash here. You buy the Bounce here. There's a bunch of different gems you can buy. All fit into Sonic's shoes. Each one has different abilities. Some are useful and some are really not. But right before the final level, you unlock the final gem you can buy, and it's the purple gem. The purple gem does two things. When you activate it, Sonic gets really tiny. And whenever Sonic is tiny, Sonic can jump indefinitely. There is no limit on this. The final level has a lot of pits. I jumped through almost the whole goddamn level.
Not like you want to play the bubble puzzle that they got for you in the game. It kind of sucks.
Although in this level there was something that bothered me. in the cutscene before, we saw Sonic jump through the portal. Just Sonic. Randomly, the level switches up where you're playing as Tails and Knuckles. Where the fuck did they come from? Did Sonic fucking shove them up his ass and carry them around? Like what? Where have they been? When did they jump through that portal? What the hell? When did he talk to them at all? Why are they here? It doesn't make any sense continuity-wise. Okay. So Sonic jumps on the egg carrier. By the way, there's no egg carrier level, so I don't think you're getting that because fuck you. And then Sonic confronts Dr. Eggman as the egg carrier is crashing for really no reason at all. Now that I think about it, then you fight the final boss of Sonic's story. Guess how you fight this one?
I'll finish this here.
Go on. Yes. Remember that fucking dog? You wait for that retard to fucking lunge towards you. And then you grab an antenna, a fucking horn sticking out of it, and you steer it around into stuff that's falling off the egg carrier. Then once you're done with that, instead of... he slowly starts to destroy the platforms you're standing on. Not that he could just destroy all of them and have you fall to your death immediately, but no, I guess it's a matter of fair play. Then he decides he's going... As soon as you destroy the canopy, he decides to release bots that you can, homing attack to, and say, I bet you can't hit me, or something like that. How retarded are you, Eggman? Why would you leave yourself open? Why not destroy the whole... This fight doesn't make any sense. So once you do that, then it ends. There's a final cutscene where they jump off the exploding air carrier and everything's cool. They land in a field and it's all funny and it's haha whatever. Then that's the end of the Sonic story, and then we got 2 more fucking characters we still haven't fucking talked about yet. Nick, we just talked about Sonic's story for close to an hour. We still have 3 stories left.
Nice.
No. Sonic Man!